So when I imagine with 27 acquisitions and all these different management teams, you must have gotten really good at figuring out your favorite interview questions.
Yeah.
So like, don't you want to know what your favorite questions are to really sort of begin to dig in on what a person really thinks? And then we'll ask him though. Sorry.
Yeah.
We won't, it's okay, we'll just take the questions.
So I start with what I'm really trying to get at, right? And you always look at competencies and skills, and you're looking at a number of different things. But the number one thing I'm looking for when I'm hiring someone is what is their true north and what is their sense of external versus internal focus of loci. So what I look for are people who will have higher self goals and aspirations than anyone that I could put on externally. And you can't teach that. You can't train for that. That is part of your personality, and that's fixed in you by the time you're 13. So I've already screwed up one of my boys. I have two more to get right. But it's part of who you are in your makeup. So I look for people who want to do a good job because that's what it takes, right? The person who's going to walk by in the kitchen when there's a sriracha cashew on the floor and 12 other people walk by is going to bend down and pick it up because it's the right thing to do. And so the questions I ask are really about what motivates people, what's around their personality, because I have other signals for success, right? Prior work experience, educational, reputation, reference checks, but I'm really looking for motivators. And
so how do you ask that?
So I just sit and say, tell me about your life. Tell me your story. Tell me what was your biggest motivator? What was your biggest failure? Who do you admire? If money and constraints were removed, what would you do? When you're all done with the daily, what do you want to do? Who's been your favorite boss and why? What company have you felt the most kinship to? Getting at their values and behaviors. And it's amazing, the people, I got to work on this, but the people come out of interviews and they say to the HR or recruiting team, wow, that went well. They're the ones who are no way getting the job. Because I realize they're not getting it and I'm nicer. The people who I really love, I just keep pushing them in the case interviews and pushing them, and I don't really care what the answer is. I'm looking for them dealing with uncertainty, problem solving, self-starter. And what we do at Shutterfly, we're a collection of very bright, high output, ambitious, team-oriented people.